watch the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Brandon Cooks. He was a receiver.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. And right off the bat, Mills looking to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see. For him for this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Again, it's Fournette. Dances by him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. A first carry for Rachaad White. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents out of there.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
When we're watching tape to prepare for this game, one thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the pass game. They're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Completes it again to Gage. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette running out of the gun.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mills to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw, Mills.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Looking to throw.
He's got Otten on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he's spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Houston's offense taking over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They go play action. Mills.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Tryon
came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Mills. That pass is caught by Hardy.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and long for Mills. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. His guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Charles, every time he makes one of these plays, I think the front office says, "Oh, give him bigger collective smile," because feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Borregales now on for the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Mills.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Throwing, Mills.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week, you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Mills. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mills.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good coverage there by Carlton Davis.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
He'll return it from the 6. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mills.
And he's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Mills. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into the passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Mills now. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
So we have halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8.
Now back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Borregales now on for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mills. It's complete to Fuller. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the time rest.
And the Bucs have opened the lead up to 30.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, they run with Michel, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Short little throw to Ebron. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw, Mills. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Mills.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job, man.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery, touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mills to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Houston, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
First down, Mills.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. He probably saw him twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mills to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
This taken in at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead's down to 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out the Jets defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
75 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Evans.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's at cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense set to... And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A first down throw for Mills.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The safety Antoine Winfield got in there that time. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a good...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Joe Tryon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their targets. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
One last shot from Mills.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.